Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to One Piece Chapter 1023. Now, I talked all this big talk about being like, yeah, maybe I'll wait until 1024 comes out and then I'll do a double reaction, but I am addicted to One Piece. I love One Piece. I won't lie, I'm really feeling the Wano fatigue right now. This arc has gone on a very, very, very long time, and it's starting to hit me with some fatigue. I'm ready to start moving a bit into other things. I just need a change of pace every once in a while, because, yeah, I don't know, getting a little fatigued to the same thing, and I think a big part of it is where we had just break after break after break, and now we're getting 3 chapters in a row, so that's really, really nice. Of course, the official release here on Manga Plus doesn't have the first part of the three-part spread, so I looked that up on my own. Looks great. Can't wait for the carrot part of it. The center part I think is going to be really, really good because I'm assuming that's where all the Straw Hats are going to be. Center part's going to be really good probably. So we'll have that coming before 1024. Yeah, I'm excited to read, I guess. I don't know. Again, I'm excited to read because I'm addicted to One Piece. I could not wait until this weekend. I had to read now. So yeah, let's just get into reading. Whatever, let's just go. 1023, Spitting Image. I don't know if we're going to get more. I don't know if we're going to jump around more or if we're going to stick with Sanji and Zoro. I don't know which I would prefer even. Both sound good to me. But we have a frontispiece here, reader request. Vivi singing with sparrows while Karoo looks on with jealousy. Poor Karoo, no respect. That's a really, really cute one though. Like these like the request cover frontispieces are hit and miss. This one's really good. Zorojiro's back. Get him, Sanguro. It really did heal him, says Chopper. I'm more worried about what happens later, says Miyagi. King, Queen. And they're both down right now, and King's still just eyes wide open. They attacked our lead performers. Stay out of this. Oh, finally we get some Kawamatsu again. Good idea, Kawamatsu. Hey, Yakuza bosses, don't attempt to help out in this duel. But, Boss Hyogoro, those are the lead performers. No one should approach this fight, friend or foe. See that look on their faces? They don't want any interruptions. What do you mean? Atop the red line is Marijoa. I'm talking long before that. From what I hear, there used to be a land of gods up there. Man, mega lore drop, I just got chills. Okay, so there was a land of gods up there. I wonder if that's again related to the God Valley stuff? Interesting. You're not talking like the pops I know. Good-da-da-da-da. Hey, Marco. And we're seeing Izo again finally, too. Wake up, we're in the middle of a battle. Just waiting for you to save me. Don't be an idiot. Izo, do you believe in gods? When did you turn into Pops when he's drunk? Yo-yo, boys. Hope you didn't think you stand a chance, hope you didn't think you stand a chance against us. We didn't even feel that, says, Queen. Drought, plague, wildfire, we're the 3 calamities that protect Kaido. And we're called lead performers because nobody gets the better of us. And we just have another, set of beams coming from Queen. What's up with you? I don't know. Ever since the second time I put on the raid suit, my body's felt a little off. You better not drag me down on this one. I didn't say it felt bad, just weird. Okay. Sanji may be adjusting then to the raid suit or something. I don't know, I kind of get the feeling that even though the medicine she took is what killed Sora, so it would be sad if Sanji just end up like a superhuman anyway, at the same time it kind of feels like it's weird that his 3 brothers didn't come out a normal human and it was only him, so there is a chance that Sanji could get some kind of Vinsmoke powers at some point. What, your eyebrow? My body, you idiot. There's one you owe me. And Zoro jumps in the way to protect him. Bridal grabber. And then Sanji protects Zoro from Queen then. Now we're even. Mwahaha. Hey, Judge's son, I hear all of you kids are cyborgs. He's a certified madman. Is that burning leg of yours a machine part? Sorry, pal, I'm all human. Does a human burn like that? I know you ain't a lunar... What the hell? Lunarian. Okay, so... Lunarian. So King looks over, so is King a Lunarian then? And of course Lunarian means it has something to do with the moon, but One Piece has like 6 moons, so I have no idea what any of this means. Weird. Because, like, I've thought that the Celestial Dragons, they're called Celestial Dragons, they wear spacesuits, they probably have something to do with the moon or a moon. We know the Minks have connections to the moon, like they're not from there and stuff. Of course, Enel made it to one of the moons. Weird. It'll be interesting to get into all of that eventually, because, of course, like, Chekhov's gun and everything, Oda wouldn't be bringing this up so much if we weren't getting into it. I do. The heat of my passion surpasses the temperature of flame, and I'm good at cooking up sea beasts, dinosaur. Let me show you the power of a cyborg. Even Vegapunk can't create, kid. Hey, Mummy in Black, don't get distracted. I'm so interested to see what King looks like without the suit. What is that? Oh? And he tears 2 of the swords away from him. What is... So, does he have like a sword breaker? Sword? Is that what he did? Did he catch and then pull away the swords? Yeah, he did, using the teeth on it. That's so cool, actually. King has like a sword breaker sword. That's so cool. And then spiked knuckles he punches him with. But Zoro blocks with the blade in his mouth. I see. A killer machine, huh? Do you need a school or style in order to fight? Nope. Good point. Or wait. Nope. Good point. And you never called yourself a swordsman. Do as you like. Who knows, by the end of this, I might be tearing your throat out with my teeth. Anything to ensure I win this fight. And we cut away to Kawamatsu. Boss Hyogoro, when Lady Hiyori told me she was going to give that man Enma, there was a reason I could not bring myself to stop her. Yes, I understand. He's a pirate from across the sea, and yet, strangely enough, he is the spitting image... Okay, so we know he's from Shimotsuki village as well, of Shimotsuki Ushimaru, daimyo of Ringo in his youth. Precisely, even his style with the sword is the same. And of course we got the Onimaru connection earlier with Zoro. And we know he's from Shimotsuki village. So, I mean, some people are going to complain that it kind of takes away from the specialness of the Straw Hats if all of them have these, like, special backstories and everything, that they're all, like, special people and not just random people from out in the East Blue, but yeah, it feels like there's got to be that connection. Lord Ushimaru was a descendant of Shimotsuki Ryuma, the god of the blade. Add the fact that he returned Shusui to Wano, and I cannot help but feel that fate is at work, especially when you consider that Ryuma was also a one-eyed samurai. Again, so interesting. And we have King almost with the pants and the boots like that reminds me of Katakuri here. This is really cool though. And I wonder if the wings are real. Ah, it's so cool. And he's a Lunarian, so are the Lunarians winged people like the Skypians, who also had these connections with Enel and going to the moon and everything? It's so weird. I can't wait for all this to finally get focused on. Treasure room, 2nd floor. Quick, help Jack. Don't let them get past. I know you can't go any longer. Sleep, King of the Day. I forgive your country for going into ruin to uphold the lie about the samurai. And we have like hybrid form Jack here going in. Looks really cool. So like I mentioned before, Jack's been fighting a long time. I feel like Usopp is like kind of the one Straw Hat who hasn't had a big moment, or who doesn't seem to have a big moment coming up. And like I mentioned, I think it might have been even last reaction, if Usopp like somehow after all this fighting and Jack is exhausted, gets the final hit on him, and everybody's like, "Wow, God, Usopp, he took down a billion berry bounty man." That would just make total sense to me at this point, because that's the way that things have been going post time skip for Usopp. If we had handed over Raizo to die, we would be so ashamed. We would have never come back to Wano. We getting suplex here from Inuarashi? Every single day since the death of Lord Odin was another day closer to this moment of reckoning. Okay, this is actually really interesting. So, this is cool. So Inuarashi is also sending him outside. We just saw Nekomamushi go outside with Perospero. So I wonder if they're going to meet up with Carrot and Wanda, or meet up with, like, all the minks in general. This is interesting. Just the placement here, because we saw it last time too. With both groups seeming to go outside. And there's somebody on the ground there. I don't know if that's Ashura Doji, maybe? I'm not sure who that is on the ground as they're flying out of the building. I swear to God, I know no Raizo. If such a man is here, I will cut my belly. And we're going back to him losing his leg. For 20 years I asked myself, are you still a samurai of Lord Odin? Oh, alright. How? Have you turned Sulong? A hole in the roof. Ashura. And we're seeing the explosion from before. Okay, so that probably was Ashura on the ground then. We would let a city of 1,000 years fall to ensure that we reach this decisive battle. Only by winning this fight, whatever the cost, will dawn come to the world. So this is interesting, and it also, he mentions again whatever the cost. I really do feel like the scabbards could all end up dying in order to make this happen. Oh, I just got so hyped. I go to the next page and I immediately see Pedro. Let's see what happens. Front entrance, Skull Dome. If not for Pedro, Luffy's gang never would have got this far. And we're back to Carrot. Okay, I'm super excited. We're back to Carrot and Wanda finally. And this raid would have ended in failure. Because again, people bring up, they're like, well, technically Pedro blew himself up and Perospero didn't do anything. And that's true, Perospero didn't like specifically kill Pedro, but at the same time, if Pedro didn't blow himself up, the Straw Hats would have just straight up died there. Like, Brook, I mean, I don't know how Brook dying completely works, but Brook and Chopper were like well on their way to like actually legit dying. And then they're like, oh, well, they could have beat up Perospero. Luffy was trying to take on Katakuri. Big Mom was there. Like, they were way outnumbered. There's no way Luffy could have just beaten up Perospero while trying to deal with Katakuri. And, of course, Big Mom also being there. So, yeah, like, if Pedro didn't do what he did, the Straw Hats would have definitely, plot armor aside, been dead. It's the Cat Viper. A beautiful full moon tonight. I hope you're watching, Pedro. Have a drink if you got one. Sulong. But you, Lickspittle, this is the last moon you'll ever see. Alright, so we're back to Sulong, Nekomamushi, and Inuarashi. Castle, second floor. Ha ha ha, what a joke you ghosts are. Oh, we're back to the ninja fight. With Odin dead, you're reduced to following a child. Don't mock youth, you fool. We were no one before he raised us into samurai. You see, everyone grows in life, and Wano itself will watch over Lord Momonosuke's growth. We won't let the likes of you steal it. To Kageport Udon, alright, we're back to it. What? What's he doing here? Okay, it's Kaido, so it's probably not Kaido, it's probably Momonosuke. Do we have to fight him right now? Look out, Straw Hat, get away from him. And we're seeing adult Dragon Momonosuke. So she was like, her devil fruit, even though I thought she said it didn't work on people. But apparently it does. Shinobu was able to do it. You mad woman. I'm not your morsel of food. I'll devour you whole before you take a bite of me. Step back. And Luffy smiles. Is that you, Momo? Indeed. What? That's the same kid. Does this mean, by Lord Momonosuke's request, he is age 20, here he is now age 28, and Shinobu's crying. You can do that? Why are you crying? Because, my lord, you look just like... Come on, Momo. Let's go take back Wano. So is he going to look exactly like Odin then? Come on, Momo. Let's go take back Wano. Right. Or is this going to be some crazy shit and he doesn't look like Odin at all? Okay, I'm actually really, really hyped. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't wait to read this. And that we don't have to wait like a break week or anything. Because this chapter was incredible. Like, the Zoro Sanji stuff was top tier. That was so good. We got so much like lore fodder discussion and some really good like fun scenes of them each saving each other. Gosh, so much cool stuff. Mostly the lore fodder stuff with that, honestly. We finally get to see Carrot and Wanda again after who knows how many chapters at this point. Probably like 10 or so at least. We're finally back to what's going on with them. We're getting more Scabbard stuff with Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, seeing the results of Ashura's explosion before, seeing the ninja fight. We're getting more into that. And again, I'm not hung up on the Scabbards dying and everything. We did get to see Kawamatsu and Izo again finally, even though Izo's not really a Scabbard. Yeah, the way they keep talking though, I still feel like Kinemon could be actually dead, Kiku could be actually dead, and the Scabbards could die here, like, using their lives, sort of like what Pedro did, using his life to propel the next generation forward. So yeah, really, really good chapter. And then at the end, I got chills with the Luffy and Momo stuff. That was really, really good. That was an excellent chapter. It makes me super excited for next week. Super excited because we're going to get another part of that 3-page spread, the like big color spread thing with all the poll winners. So I'm excited for that, even though I'm going to have to look that up separately. It's not here on Manga Plus for whatever reason. That's going to be so fun. And then we get another chapter, and then no more break again, because I'm pretty sure they've already said we're getting these 3 in a row. We get the third part of that 3-page spread, and then we get another chapter. And I think the next 2, if they're as good as this one, like this could be an amazing 3-chapter like span that makes up for all the breaks we just had. Again, like if we made this kind of progress every chapter, I'd be like so happy. But yeah, I guess Momonosuke is going to fly Luffy up, and then my prediction for Momonosuke this whole time, he might confront Kaido, but he's still just Momonosuke, so I doubt it. I think most likely he's going to be in the Dressrosa citizen role, where he's going to be having to push back against the birdcage, so to speak, pushing back against Onigashima, so that Kaido just don't straight drop that shit on the people of Wano in the capital. Because we know a lot of the characters that we know of are there at the capital, like Tengumaru, who might be able to give the blade to adult Momonosuke, or Toko is there. So, yeah, losing my voice over this one. It was really, really fun. Can't wait for the next one. And, yeah, like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. And if you want to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.